Right, it is Ride with Norman Reedus time. I have literally just recorded my reaction for The Walking Dead. I'm not even taking a break. I'm just going to go straight into doing this straight away. It's going to be nice to be able to talk. I feel like I couldn't talk a lot in the last episode of The Walking Dead because it was quite heavy and there was a lot going on.
Tomorrow, you never know. Steven! And reuniting with my friend and old co-star Steven Young.
This is just like a Walking Dead reunion show. I fucking love it.
No, I'm sorry. Is exactly what I want to be doing in this moment.
I always wanted to travel to San Francisco.
Oh, is that Golden Gate Bridge right there?
Yeah, Golden Gate Bridge and Marin is over there.
Is that Alcatraz, that little thing right there? Yeah. Welcome to the Rock.
I always wanted to visit Alcatraz.
Twin Peaks.
I'm like obsessed with it.
Area is an Instagrammer's dream.
Very interested in the history behind it and stuff, and the stories that come out of it.
In Oakland, you say the best thing about San Francisco is the view of it from Oakland.
Let's get out of here. I'm freezing.
The beats in the North Beach and the hippies on Haight-Ashbury, to the gay rights activists in the Castro, and the tech takeover today. This place has been at the forefront of some seismic societal shifts that have reshaped generations.
Such a fucking
San Francisco,
fabulous city.
you can't beat it, man. I'll tell you, it's the cutting edge for culture.
It's the place where all the weirdos can go and find each other.
It has the hip.
Well, then I need to fucking go there. That's a long fucking trip.
Right now, it's time to
How does
part
Norman
ways.
get the time to do
So
all
we're
of
gonna
this
meet
in
up again
between
a
The
few
Walking
days to
Dead?
explore the streets of Oakland. Someone who I haven't seen in far too long, and I would kill to see again.
Interesting choice of words.
Dude, it's good to see you. How's the baby? Good.
Watch the people in the background just staring like, is this
For 7
real?
years, Steven Young and I worked side by side.
Steven doesn't seem like the type of person that would ride a motorbike. I don't know why. He just doesn't strike me as that kind of
Dude,
person.
so wait, you were just in Oakland?
I was shooting a movie in Oakland for like 2 months.
I mean, all of us who started that thing, there was such a camaraderie there. There's such a brotherhood there.
I was like 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was there when you proposed.
Yeah.
You was there for the baby, there for the I mean, like, I'm seeing you do all this stuff.
That's what was so awesome about our show was
I want to get on The Walking Dead just to make friends like this. Holy shit.
Hey, man, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, bro.
like thanks for getting me into bikes.
Hey, are we allowed to curse on your show? Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to. It'll just be censored.
It's a pretty day, too.
How crazy that must be for Steven.
This is their winter.
Even to say something like that. Can we curse on your show? Norman has his own
We're on our
show
way
now.
across town to Hunter's Point to see a misfit crew I've heard a lot about.
How crazy it
They
must
call
be for the
themselves
two of
the
them.
Dirtbags.
Dirtbags? I love it.
Look at this place.
It's a pleasure, brother. Pleasure. So what do you guys do out here? Whatever we want.
I love her hair.
Good. I like
I miss my pink hair.
Paul Brown is the leader of the Dirtbags.
You know, we make trophies and stuff, you know, and but there's no money or anything like that. It's just for the glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Met at the Dirtbag.
yeah, except for Satan, who's my shopmate. So
Satan.
Satan?
Should I even
he earned that name. He earned that name. That's a story for another time. When there were no cameras recording. Yeah.
It's such a sense of community. I mean, like, you can see all the little communities here. Like, but I mean,
Shows like this make me want to get out into the world. They make me want to go and see shit.
Stevie! Yo, look over. Yeah. So happy you came, man.
No, Norman, stop it. That is so dangerous. What? You look so happy, though.
man, hey, Norman, nice to meet you, dude. What's going on, buddy?
Hi, puppy.
David.
That would be me as fuck. I'd walk in and be like, oh my god, it's a puppy.
Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, right.
I'm so sorry you got your head
Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Buy a beer and a shot.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
He must just get free alcohol everywhere he goes because, like, everyone knows him.
I like it.
Same with Steven.
You should sign a wall in the ladies' room.
That is
Yeah,
fucking cool.
nice.
Oh my god.
Steven.
Yeah.
Like
They're
that,
such
I think
cool
we're gonna
people.
retire our bikes for a while and stick around.
This is imagine waking up every day and riding this. This is awesome up here.
I'm gonna become a biker and go travel the world.
Perfect. Yeah, Yeah, this one's like a real thought.
I'll update you guys with like vlogs from the road. 101 wrong turns with Katie O'Shaughnessy. It's gonna be the name of my show. You guys are gonna love it. I can't even fucking drive, like, so learning to drive a bike is gonna be something.
Group of riders up in Sonoma.
You know, I've never ridden one of these before.
Today's the day, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. What got you guys into mini bikes?
You get on one time and you have a lot of fun, and then you're searching Craigslist for your next ride.
And it's slow adults, is that right?
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Don't let the name fool you.
Looks like a little baby's bike. A little bike for a child.
Take us for a ride.
I mean, from a distance, it still looks quite serious. But when you get up close and their knees are like bunched up to their chest, that's when it starts to look a bit funny. Guessing those cars following them are Norman's people as well.
Relaxing. I'm gonna name this one Little Xanax.
This
This thing could go. There he goes. There he goes.
Oh, and they have a police escort as well behind them. Do they? They look like two policemen on bikes.
Boner won't go down. Dude, it's crazy how close the fire got to the road here. Wait, so all this got burned? Yeah. God.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on the news. People lost their homes. Oh my god.
Over several weeks in 2017, wildfires ravaged 245,000 acres of Northern California.
See you guys. See ya.
It's been awesome.
Imagine getting to
But
say
Steven
that
and
you
I
went
have
on a
places
ride
to
with
be.
Norman Reedus and
We're
Stephen
gonna go
Young.
grab some lunch with one of my favorite musicians of all time.
This is your boat.
This is my fishing boat, yes. Come on aboard.
Yeah, thanks. I've never been on a boat this size. I've been on a big luxury, one of those ones that look like the
What are you trying to
Beverly
say,
Center.
man?
No, I mean, not, you know those cruises.
I've never
like,
been on such a
tiny,
such a
this tiny
teeny
ass
boat.
boat. I was thinking of me getting seasick is why I thought of it. But
When I'm going through customs and I stand up there and they say, "Oh, you're a musician, eh? So who do you play with?" And I go, "Primus," and they just look at me with this blank nothing. I go, "I do the theme song for South Park." They're, "Oh, South Park," and they just stamp me right through.
Do you feel like after this long, illustrious career of just making lots of things,
illustrious career.
obviously
fancy.
will evolve, but is there like a zen you find with it these days? that
Did
you
Stephen
didn't
have to
before
cover
at a
his
younger
hat
age,
because of
or-
copyright
For me,
issues? He
turning
just
over new
duct taped his
rocks is
hat.
always like, that's exciting for me. How a relationship is like a shark. It needs to constantly move forward or it will die. I think being creative is like that as well. You know, if I don't continue to move forward or do something, I get bored and I become a dead shark.
Same.
Someone who's never been shy about challenging the status quo is my good friend Jello Biafra. Both as a frontman for one of my favorite punk bands, the Dead Kennedys, but also when he took his politics to the streets in 1979 and ran for mayor of the city.
What?
It's already been a crazy long day, but
Anne-Marie, it's the kiss-o-meter thing. There you go.
He seems really cool.
Oh, the dream that brought a
His
lot
shirt
of
is
people there
funny.
before all the, the tech holocaust and the Google buses and the rents going through the roof. Yeah.
Buhe Gardens.
Yeah. It was such a small number of people, and most of the audience was the people in the other band. So the peer pressure was every band must sound different from every other band.
Imagine a
Suddenly had a
punk
platform
singer
for
running for
mayor.
mayor. Good for fucking you.
Compared to Minute?
No, I just wanted to up.
Fuck, this show makes me so jealous.
last night
God.
made San Francisco hard. But
Can I have a Yoko? Yeah. You want a Yoko? Get a shot of grapefruit juice. Okay, I'll have a Yoko.
You want a Yoko? No.
Oh no, Yoko.
Okay, I'll get a Yoko. Yoko Ono. Does he seriously not know who Yoko Ono is?
Of us have seen like the positive parts of like the melting pot of the Bay Area, and of course you have the techie invasion that like drives you insane. You feel a lot of that tension around here sometimes.
A lot of people here don't seem to like the new generation or the younger generation or change.
That's what I like about the Bay Area. They're just like, hey man, let's stick together.
That is a cool thing about
I understand why it would annoy a lot of, an older generation and stuff like that. But it's not always bad. Change isn't always bad. I understand what they mean though by like the new kind of, tech generation and stuff, and it can be a bit annoying. But like, you know, they were the new generation once when they were younger.
What an honor to meet you. What happens if you use electronic devices?
Shoot you.
You shoot me? Jeez.
But the till is an electronic device, so surely you can't use the till then. That looks like a clover
this is
machine.
so cool. You remember this?
I think we have that. I've used
Yeah, I'm not very good
Never
at
mind.
this either. I'm trying to spell ride, but it's not. It's like something I would have taken apart as a kid and tried to put back together.
Fun fact, I've never played with an Etch-a-Sketch ever.
Who's got an E?
Oh,
That's Bud.
Oh my god.
This is great.
Did he bring a little toy with him?
We're stopping in Max's custom motorcycle and paint shop, 4Q.
Come on in. Old painted tanks. Just years of like going to the flea market. This one's one of my favorite. That was a Bay Area bike. I found it in the magazine and it was called the Junker. And he added that little snorkel on the top and just like a far out look. But they were smoking good outdoor weed. Back then you figured there was just no rules.
Who are the?
I know fuck all about
These
bikes,
are
but
all
like
old,
the little tanker things on the
Sunny,
wall are really
and
nice.
then, Animal. These are all Oakland guys. And then that's this is where we're headed.
That was so sick.
The East Bay Dragons, it's like one of those things that you see in Oakland, and Toby Jean has been the president since day one.
The East Bay Dragons have been riding strong in Oakland since 1959, making them the oldest all-black club in America.
Coming out of a segregated society from being black, we had to be together, you know, and we had to stick together.
Oh, this is dope. Rad.
Fuck, look at those fucking bikes. That orange kind of chrome one. I hope we get to go back and see that.
If we had all the trophies they had collected over the years, we wouldn't have nowhere to stand right now.
This is the photo in your place.
Yeah.
Same photo.
Dragon number 1, Toby Jean Livingston.
You know, Toby and Sonny grew up together.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're real close with HAs.
Respect between the Angels and the Dragons, and together they shared the Oakland streets as an unlikely band of brothers.
Got a bunch of brothers, and they is on the wild side. And you know they gonna go to jail and do first one thing and another and do something stupid. So I had to get my brothers them interested in building motorcycles.
Yeah.
The way he led this club, got East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland, everybody under one umbrella. And nobody wasn't tripping about what neighborhood they were from. He did not allow
Didn't
that.
matter.
Once you put this patch on your back and you make that pledge to be an East Bay Dragon, that's it.
Oh my god, there's so many. Are they all part of the same group? Like, Norman's driven a lot of bikes before, and we've seen him on a lot of bikes. But the bikes that we see him on are usually quite plain when it comes to color. Like, he won't do anything crazy like a chrome finish or, you know, bright blue or bright yellow or something. The bikes we see him on are usually quite muted. There's so many though. Do they just go out and drive like that just to go for a drive?
Founder of the Black Panthers.
And I see him on the bridge all the time, and I'm like, man, those guys are sick.
What makes me proud to be a dragon, we need a whole nother show for that.
I smell cookies.
And at the time, the Oakland public schools did not serve breakfast. So a lot of times we would go to school hungry. So what happened was the Black Panthers started providing breakfast for us. They would help us with our homework, and they policed our community.
They were like us. What they did, and you know, and how they got along, we got along right along with it.
Dude, thanks for doing the show, man.
You got it.
You're freaking awesome.
That was fun. I never thought I'd be riding down Broadway with the East Bay Dragons.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
Good day.
What a gratifying end to a jam-packed 3 days.
Is he gonna drive off with the little
There's a
mic
band
on the
in
back
town
of
I
his
like called
helmet?
Middle Class Rut.
Cheers. Thanks for doing this ride, homie. Yeah, love you.
Oh my god. That's what I love about the show. You get to meet such interesting people and see such interesting people and learn the stories that you never would have heard otherwise.
And you'll find that it's a diverse yet complicated place.
Seriously, I love this fucking show, and I'm not just saying it, I love this show. I fucking love this show. I wonder who's gonna be guest star next week.